There is no substitute from hearing from your Creator. God always has a person. The question is, are we going to be that person? Are we going to be standing there saying, yes, Lord, send me? We were saved to tell others.
If you could say anything to a young person, as we're seeing more and more of them come to know Jesus like never before, what would it be?
The mark of a real disciple of Christ is boldness.
If you could say anything to a young person, as we're seeing more and more of them come to know Jesus like never before, who raised their hand or stood up at an invitation but isn't sure what happens next, what would it be?
The next step, I would say, find a local church. Get plugged into a local church and tell them that, hey, I just gave my life to Jesus. I don't know what my next step is. Hopefully that pastor will get excited. Really? Well, that's great. Tell me about it. The second thing I would say was get a Bible. Now, hopefully the church would maybe give you a Bible, but you can find Bibles for sale in a lot of places. And it's the most popular book ever printed, ever sold, is the Bible. So you can find them. You can get a free one on your phone. The YouVersion Bibles are the one I recommend. It's got a ton of different languages, and read it and allow God to speak into your heart. There is no substitute from hearing from your Creator. And the Old Testament and the New Testament, it's one book, one story from beginning to end. It's all one. It's a love story.
As we see more and more young people come to know Jesus like never before, are you concerned that they may be getting swept up in the moment of an invitation?
I don't want to say I'm an expert on all this, knowing everything that young people know and think. And there is a time of where people bring in a lot of emotionalism into the preaching and get people excited. All right, and you're okay. No. There's something serious. We got to do some serious work now, and this is a very important time. And so I don't want to like crescendo in the sense of like get all excited and don't get swept up. Hang on, we still got to finish something, and that's getting right before the Lord, and that's a holy moment. It is now. It's an exciting moment. It's a good part. Very emotional. You'll see a lot of people weeping because they finally feel all that weight that they've been carrying in their life, guilt, shame, gone. Or for someone that's maybe been confused in their life, they've been looking for purpose and they found that purpose in Jesus Christ. And so so I try to tell people, let's bring everything down. Let's do some work right now. And at work, I mean, like, let's get serious about something. And then afterwards, we can go have a party, in the sense of, get all excited and have the loud music. But for a time, let's just calm down and let's take care of business. And let's nail down this decision that you just made. Let's talk about it. And that's why I usually, like at a Billy Graham crusade, that we'll have a counselor there. It's not necessarily a pastor. There are pastors sometimes. But a lot of these people are just everyday Christians that say, hey, let me talk to you. Why did you come forward today? Well, I gave my life to Christ years ago. I'm a Christian, but, I'm sleeping with my girlfriend right now. And I know that's not right. And God's convicted me about it. And so, all right, well, let's pray. There's some people say, I want Christ. I've never heard this before. I want Jesus in my life. I want that forgiveness. That's what I got guilt. I got shame. I want that away. And so there's all different reasons. So you got to take time to talk to them. And God always has his person. God always has a person ready to do it. The question is, are we going to be that person? Are we going to be standing there saying, yes, Lord, send me. Send me, Lord. Send me right now. I'll go tell them. Let me tell them about Christ. And that's what God is waiting for, is a willing heart, an available heart, and then he'll take care of the rest.
As the Congress comes to an end, how can attendees take what they've experienced here over the last 3 days back into their local communities? What would be your hope?
Some of them are pastors, some are leaders in the church, some are what we call parachurch organizations. These are like Christian organizations like the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association or Samaritan's Purse. Those are parachurch. They're not the church. We come alongside the church, but there's a lot of people from all these type of organizations to go back and put this into practice. Just not, wasn't that a great time? That's not what this thing's about. we were saved to tell others. I mean, and that's what the apostles did. They were saved, and they went and told others, and then they told others, and they told others. I mean, that's how this all started. And that's what we need to be doing. Continue that same work that was started so many years ago. And you never know who's going to lead the next Billy Graham to Jesus Christ. I did find someone that I was like, oh my goodness, this guy is electric. He's a young boy. And if I can find more men like that and women that can be like that, I tell you, Satan's going to have a hard time in this world, because there's some great young people that are on fire for the Lord.
The thing that I've loved most about this week is the boldness and fearlessness that you've really encouraged us all to go away with.
Well, you said something about being bold. I know you didn't ask this, but I give it to you anyway. I was reading today in Acts. John and Peter have been arrested. I'm sorry, they just finished preaching, and they got in trouble for their preaching, right? We see this over and over again, that the Jewish people get mad. They didn't like this. And realized, man, these guys are uneducated. They're untrained. I mean, they haven't been taught this. They don't have any degrees in anything. These are untrained, uneducated men. But it says when they saw the boldness, and that these men, their boldness, they saw the boldness, and these men were uneducated and untrained, their conclusion was they must have been with Jesus. So the mark of a real disciple of Christ is boldness. It's not all your knowledge. It's not all your degrees or anything like that. It's your boldness that sets you apart.
Thank you so much.
Well, I've had a joy working with you guys. Thank you.
Visit cbn.uk to learn more and be part of the impact.